Hi guys, welcome back to Danny's Diary. This week we're just going to run through the Q&A. We've got loads of great questions in, so thanks very much for sending them all in, and we'll get through as many as we can. Looking at the first few, Danon City, will he run at the DRF? I think he will. He was very good in Punchestown winning his beginner's chase, and I think there's a good chance he'll step up to Grade 1 level in Leopardstown. Danny, what's the top 3 colours you've ridden for? So, yeah, I've ridden for some great owners, and yeah, it's been fantastic to pull on some of the great colours. I suppose looking back to my childhood, JP McManus's green and gold were always ones that I wanted to pull on, and the dark blue of John Magner's. I was lucky enough to ride once or twice over jumps in those. They're some of the more famous ones from my childhood. And another very important set is my mother's, the blue and yellow. You know, riding a winner for my mother is always fantastic. Do you think Dunguib was a great horse? Yes, he was very good. You know, he had an unbelievable engine. What he showed in the Champion Bumper was extra special, but unfortunately he just couldn't jump, and that curtailed his ability over hurdles. Favourite song before races? Not particularly. Yeah, whatever is relevant really is what I'll listen to. It'll be on my liked list in Spotify. Who is the best worst jockey on the slopes? Ooh, I'm not sure of that. As you can see, I am here in Dubai. I am just by the pool, so I don't think the slopes are really for me. This is more my idea of fun. Anything I look forward to riding at DRF? I'm not really sure what I'll end up riding. As with Willie's usual way of going, he leaves it till late. Yeah, it's not really sure. We'll just hopefully end up on a few nice ones. Who's your favourite uncle to ride for, Willie or Tom? Ooh, both are tricky to ride for, demand a lot. They're, I suppose, always want to win. That's probably bred into us as Mullinses. We're always expecting to do more and hoping to achieve a little more. So yeah, that's quite important. If you haven't got somebody with the desire to win, you're not probably going to achieve as much as you should. Hi Danny, what are some of your favourite swim spots around Ireland? Yeah, I do love a good sea swim. The Gillamines down in Tramore is one of my favourite spots. Down from there along the coast, around the Copper Coast, there's a really nice little spot there. Kilmurran Cove is good. I think the Hot Pod saunas do stops most Sundays and bank holidays at those. I've been there. Dunmore East, I've done the moonlight swim there. Yeah, in the pitch dark with the moon shining down. That was pretty cool this year. Lahinch on the west coast and Inch Beach on the way out to Dingle Peninsula. They're some of the cooler ones. Do you think they get to file to settle for the Gold Cup? I think so. I think he'll have learned an awful lot in Leopardstown. It was always going to be difficult for him to beat Galopin Des Champs in Leopardstown, but the amount he will have learned from that race will bring him on leaps and bounds. He's still the main danger for me that Galopin Des Champs has to face in the Gold Cup. Would you rather win the Welsh or the Munster National? Ooh, coming from a Munster or Welsh National winner, I think for me, Munster National closer to home. You know, it's a race I compete in. I've never ridden in the Welsh National, but hopefully some year I'll get over to Chepstow and get to do it. What's been your favourite day as a jockey so far, and why was it day one of DRF? Yeah, that was an unbelievable day. 3 grade 1s in, what was it, an hour and 20? That was unbelievable. But for me, one of my best days in racing was in Galway. I rode a double. I was only after getting sacked from my first big retainer as a jump jockey, and I rode a double, one for my mother, Mumbo Bay, and one for my father, Battling Baru, both for those who had supported me from the very start. So at a time where I was probably at a crossroads in my career, those two winners are ones that really stick out. Danny, does Galopin Des Champs have a stable name? What's his height and what's your favourite racehorse, past or present? Ooh, I'm not sure Galopin Des Champs have a stable name. Adam Connolly would be the man to ask. I must ask him when I'm home about that. I think he's near on 17 hands. He's a huge horse. And who is your favourite racehorse, past or present? Ooh, Galileo was unbelievable. Mick Canaan win the Epsom Derby on him. He was class. As a jump horse, Hurricane Fly, you know, he was just so tough. Regained champion hurdle crown, you know, very few horses have done that in the past. Yeah, he was just tough. I got to lock horns with him once or twice around Leopardstown, which was a great buzz as a rider. What horse are you most excited by for DRF juveniles? Ooh, that'll be an interesting one. I don't know if we've seen all of the juveniles yet. The one Paul won on for Rich in Leopards or in Punchestown recently, I forget its name. Was it St. Lucie? But the talk seems to be coming from the Henderson camp that their one is very good. How do you decide what rides are given for meetings? Well, that's down to Willie. He decides and, you know, matches up the jockeys with which horses they like. Hi Danny, you're confident, positive, but do you have any fears or phobias? Thank you. From, yeah, one of the great fans, Kerry. Fears and phobias, I suppose a constant fear of failure, which brings, you know, a great attitude and a positive mentality that you just have to keep going. Phobias, not really. You know, if there's anything that I'm unsure of, I'll just try and knock it out of the way. Like some riders don't like wearing new pairs of boots and stuff like that, or new breeches. I purposely wear new stuff at times just to prove it's mind over matter. Winning races doesn't come down to what gloves are on. Yeah, so that's a good run through a lot of the questions. I hope we got to most of them there, and thank you very much for coming along with us.